Right now at 5, local Democrats explain how Joe Biden dropping out impacts their campaign plans.
And Wayford Food Pantry is asking for help restocking its shelves.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. A former volunteer wrestling coach accused of sex crimes is bound over for trial. 18-year-old Brock Connolly is including child sexual exploitation and possession of child pornography. According to a criminal complaint, Connolly was a volunteer wrestling coach for Sparta High School, which he graduated from in 2023. In January, Connolly allegedly solicited nude photos from a 14-year-old female who was involved with the team. He also allegedly sent nude photos of himself to the victim. In Monroe County Court today, a judge found probable cause to continue and bound the defendant over for trial. Connolly is currently out on a $5,000 signature bond. His next court date is November 25th.
Vernon County Sheriff Roy Torgerson is stressing the importance of child passenger safety after a head-on crash in the town of Wheatland Friday. In a release this morning, the sheriff says two cars collided on South Warman Road, just south of State Highway 82. A 60-year-old man was driving to the left of center when he hit an oncoming car with a 3-year-old passenger. Torgerson says the 3-year-old was in a properly sized, fitted, and installed child restraint and suffered only minor injuries. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, child safety seats can reduce fatal injury by 71% for infants under a year old and by 54% for toddlers 1 to 4 in passenger cars.Well,
in all, not a bad start to the work week, but we do have some showers and thunderstorms that are going to be going on for the next couple days. Still a lot of hit and miss, but there are some activity out there right now. Overall, if you look at temperatures we're going on for this evening, we're going back to about 10 p.m. There are showers and thunderstorms, and I'll kind of time that out for Eau Claire. Better shot as you go further later in the evening. The same story for La Crosse, but even later, probably likely after 10, we're going to see some of this activity if it remains intact. Otherwise, temperatures getting back to 72. Overall, there's your front. The activity's ahead of it. It's going to be a slow front that'll continue to push southward over the area. As we kind of zoom in, you can kind of see there's your showers and thunderstorms up to the north. Temperatures overall in the low 80s for the most part, upper 70s further north. As we kind of zoom in towards Ladysmith, that is the line that's beginning to progress southeastward. Hit and miss, not severe. There's a few stronger storms in there, but overall, if we time that out, it will come through the Eau Claire time probably around maybe about 7 to 8, maybe 9, and then it won't be till after 10 what's left of this line. It does weaken as we go throughout the evening, getting closer to La Crosse. So later on, we'll kind of time out. Once we get past the overnight lows in conditions, we'll have one more day of storms, but if you're liking nice weather, we've got another stretch coming here for the rest of the work week with maybe some warmer temperatures for the weekend. So overall, not too bad, really, once we get past Tuesday.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
President Joe Biden is endorsing his VP Kamala Harris for president after announcing this weekend he would not seek re-election.
News 8 Now's Allison Fergit met with local Democrats about how they're handling this abrupt transition. Good evening, Allison.
Ken and Emily, the next 3.5 months will be crucial in the lead up to the presidential election. And now local Dems have to refocus their efforts if they want a Democrat to win Wisconsin.
Right now, I think we're on hold.
With the presidential election now spun on its head, some local Democrats say they're having to slow down their efforts to connect with voters.
Well, I got to wait for some new information to pass out.
But others are moving full steam ahead.
We have so many excellent candidates that we are door knocking from.
And they plan to start advocating for Vice President Kamala Harris right away.
All of these things that Biden accomplished, we still get to talk about because Harris is a part of that ticket.
It's a transitional time for the party, but many Democrats are uniting around Harris.
I'm supporting Kamala Harris. I am praying that all the naysayers and everything will band together and we can make this thing happen.
And they're confident that despite the late start, Harris can still win the Badger State.
I think she just needs to be here and explain why she's running and really explain why things are better under a Democrat administration.
Garcia will be a delegate at the Democratic National Convention this August. He, along with the 5 other 3rd Congressional District delegates, are now vowing to support Harris at the DNC.
Once Biden released the delegates, they could have chosen anyone. The delegates that are coalescing around Harris are doing so because of her strength as a candidate.
And right now, Western Wisconsin Democrats are ready to move forward together with a new candidate.
It's time for us to get our act together.
Harris is set to campaign in Milwaukee tomorrow. It will be her 4th stop in the state this year.
All right, Allison Ferget live in studio. Now, Wisconsin's Democratic Party chairman says 89 of Wisconsin's 95 delegates will officially be supporting VP Harris at the DNC.
Since the announcement of her bid for the White House, Vice President Kamala Harris has appeared to fend off any challengers for the Democratic nomination.
As she welcomed NCAA champions to the White House in her public events since President Biden announced he was ending his re-election bid.
Joe Biden's legacy of accomplishment over the past 3 years is unmatched in modern history.
Harris is inheriting Biden's campaign team and met with staff members in Delaware today. Potential rivals have said they do not plan to challenge Harris for the nomination, including independent West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin. Harris says she wants to earn the nomination and has been working the phones to line up delegates and raise money. The campaign says it's taken more than $80 million in its first 24 hours.
And as Allison alluded to, Milwaukee is set to welcome Harris tomorrow for a campaign event. Mayor Cavalier Johnson speaking with us virtually today. Johnson says he's not surprised to see the Democratic Party rally to Harris. He says the party's support for her essentially says President Biden got it right when nominating her as VP 4 years ago.
That's what the vice president's job is to step in and serve as the president. And we are all blessed because of Joe Biden's forthright decision in selecting Kamala Harris. That's, I think, why you see so many Democrats coalescing around her within 24 hours of her candidacy.
Johnson is one of Wisconsin's delegates for next month's DNC in Chicago and has already endorsed Harris.
The Wafer Food Pantry is asking the community for help with donations. The facility's new location is drawing an increase of traffic since its opening last year. And with plenty of kids still on summer break, demand for food has risen significantly as many families rely on school programs for meals. Wafer is currently in need of non-perishable food items such as peanut butter and breakfast cereals. Food donations can be dropped off Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. and from 4 to 7:30 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Monetary donations can also be made at waferlacrosse.org. We'll have that link and a list of the items on our digital platforms.
Providing assistance to meet the unique needs of Native American students. That was the goal of the Ho-Chunk Nation's Back to School Bash today. The event held at Three Rivers House in La Crosse from 3 to 6 p.m. Now, to qualify, students had to be between 3 and 18 years old and at least 1/4 Native American. Eligible students received backpacks and school supplies along with some traditional foods to snack on. One of the organizers says a lot of hard work goes into the event, but it's all worth it to put a smile on the faces of kids in need.
Honestly, seeing these kids' faces when they get new backpacks with Avengers or, Under Armour is probably worth all the time and effort because it's just fantastic to see. We just want our kids to be happy.
The Back to School Bash, hosted by the Ho-Chunk Nation Education Department and Youth Services Division.
Americans are #1 in the world, but it's not for a good thing.
We'll tell you what it is after the break.
They don't clock out at 5 or care if it's the weekend. That means we keep working too.
So when Eric Hovde says that farmers don't work hard, that pisses me off.
Think of farming. Look at the old physical toil that it would take on your body. Now you're largely driving around a tractor.
A California banker criticizing Wisconsin farmers for not working hard? We know what that is.
Eric Hovde, what the hell's wrong with this guy?
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
T-Mobile coverage in my area is wonderful.
We have 8 acres, and it gives you peace of mind to know that you're going to have a reliable signal.
We enjoy hiking. We enjoy the outdoors. The coverage has been great.
And after
We're investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns. T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free for 3 months. Your phone, our network, no strings.
Drive into summer with the rugged Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Summer is for exploring, so get outdoors, kick up some dust, get muddy, or just find that perfect campsite. All from Honda, the 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. So act now to get an offer you'll love. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer event.
Need to refresh your deck? Get an 11% rebate on the whole project at Menards. And add the finishing touch with your 11% rebate. How will you spend your rebate?
Save big money at Menards.
You want to provide something safe and reliable, something that won't break down when they need it and is there to support them in the good times and bad. Purchasing a vacuum is like buying a car. You want the best for what you pay for. A vacuum you can depend on to last years. Don't settle for a cheap big box model when you can get a vacuum that is made to last and does exactly what it needs to do. Visit A1 Vacuum Sales and Service.
A1 Vacuum. Our business is picking up.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A new study finds most Americans feel vacation deprived, but in many cases, they only have themselves to blame.
CBS's Jared Hill explains why.
Lauren Alyssa Bowerbanks has a job that gives her 2 weeks of vacation every year, but she doesn't take all of it.
Because I usually plan to use it, but then I end up not using it.
Joseph Medina is in the same boat.
It's kind of hard to use it all.
Expedia's annual vacation deprivation report finds the average American only receives 12 days of vacation every year. That's far less than many other countries, including workers in France, who average 31 days a year. Despite having such little time, only about half of U.S. employees actually use all of it.
This is the highest level of vacation deprivation among Americans in more than a decade.
Expedia's Melanie Fish says one reason why is people hoard their time off.
Thinking, I'm going to take my big dream trip, so I want to make sure I have enough time. And then in the end, they just don't get around to doing it.
But many Americans say they don't use all their days because they don't feel that they can.
Because I feel like with jobs, it looks bad to call out sometimes. So you feel like you got to go to work every day.
We really need to stop treating time off as some sort of guilty pleasure.
Fish says people who can't take large chunks of time off should look to the people of Japan.
Japan gets a similar amount of time off as Americans, but they do a lot better job of not feeling vacation deprived because they take shorter, more frequent trips.
Even a short time off is important to Raymond Ramirez Beltran.
You need time to recharge, to be more creative. You need to have the time to step back and take a breath.
And the study supports that. 85% of workers say they have a more positive attitude after taking time off. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
I'd have to say I'm with Japan here. I'm pretty good about work-life balance, but recently I've been doing a lot of mini vacations. Just that extra Friday through a Sunday, and going
Long
to
weekend.
just little small trips to just quick trips to little destinations. It works wonders. Just that little extra day sometimes.
It does.
Yeah.
It really does. And credit to Greg off camera. He said some of the reason could be vacations are inherently more expensive, and so people are less inclined to use those vacation days. Because when you're on vacation, you want to use it for some kind of trip.
Right.
So it's a balancing act.
But
for
even
sure.
some good staycations, just taking an extra day off to have a U day, even in your own city, is really good. So people take those vacations, exactly.
It is not a guilty pleasure.
No.
Take those days. Well, social media continues to take center stage in the lives of our children.
What a White House task force says parents can do to keep their kids safe online.
We got more scattered showers and thunderstorms today. Tomorrow, also some hazy skies out there with the smoke, but the good news is after Tuesday, the rest of the week looks fantastic. We'll break down what the rest of the week looks like and how much rain we might get throughout this forecast. That coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
It's a lot quieter around here than it used to be. I'm Rebecca Cook. When I was growing up, this farm was bustling. Holsteins, hired hands, harvesting crops. But big corporations put family farms like mine out of business. And what has Derek Van Orden done? Nothing. Tax cuts for big ag, rising healthcare costs, undermining our democracy, extremism. We need real working people in Washington. And that's why I approve this message.
Improving your home, improving your life with a better bathroom. In just a day or two, you can enjoy a wonderful new tub or shower that is attractive, easy to care for, and safe. New fixtures, shelves for storage, and grab bars for safety. Be safe, be happy, enjoy bathing again. Be even happier with everything new. Comfort Height toilet, vanity, sink, faucet, mirror, light, and new flooring. Call or visit the board store for a prompt free estimate. Get more for less today and every day.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Get 1.9% financing on this 2024 Silverado when you finance with GM Financial. Or get $5,750 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Visit HometownChevy.com.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Member Appreciation Event. While we offer unbeatable deals every day, now through July 31st, we're showing extra appreciation to our rewards members with exclusive deals. Like $100 instant savings on 4 Michelin, BF Goodrich, or Uniroyal tires. Rewards members get an extra $25 instant savings on any set of 4. Rewards members save $3 on Blaine's Lawn and Garden utility batteries. Not a rewards member? Sign up at checkout or online. Don't miss our Rewards Member Appreciation Event going on now.
The savings are sizzling with items under $3 all week long at Hy-Vee. That's right, under $3. Get fresh meat for the grill and the freshest produce around for under $3. Cool down with sweet treats the whole family will love for under $3. Pack your pantry and save on staples for under $3. Get these great deals and more all week long, only at Hy-Vee.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A White House task force has suggestions about how to keep kids safe online.
In a report released Monday, the task force encourages parents to set up a family media plan to set expectations with their kids about what they can watch and how long they can be on their devices. In the U.S., an estimated 95% of teens and 40% of kids ages 8 to 12 use some form of social media.
That task force provides a guideline on how to talk to kids about their social media usage. That includes asking questions about whether children have checked the correct privacy settings.
The White House says this task force is part of a wider focus on mental health among youth and how online usage can impact that.
You can always forget about the privacy settings on some of those new apps you download, so definitely some wise words there. In the meantime, it was a warm one out there, and the thing about it, it's not just the warmth, it's the bugs, like without a breeze,
the
that
gnats.
just like hover around your neck.
Yeah, they like follow you.
Yeah,
you can't get them away.
You can't get away. Fortunately, we're safe here in the studio, but Greg, it's tough out there.
Well, the good news, like I said, it's been warm feeling without the breeze because we've had some light winds, but overall temperature-wise, not too far from average, actually. The good news is while we go throughout this rest of the week, we're not expecting any hot conditions right now. If you look at weather hazards overall, everything should stay to the west. The hot dome is starting to build right back up to the west, actually all the way up to the Pacific Northwest. But we still got some showers and storms. The system that's really lingering and slow moving will give us some showers and storms tonight. We'll have some AM showers potentially, and then one more round potentially as we go tomorrow afternoon and Tuesday evening as the front kind of comes through. Hazy skies, we still got some smoke. It's either from Canada or from Oregon and Washington coming up and around. It's going to stay aloft. It won't be air quality type issues, but you definitely can see the hazy skies out there. Here's this line kind of ahead of the front that's beginning to push south, but it's struggling to stay together and generally just showers with some embedded thunderstorms. Overall, we're going to see this progress southward, but it's going to start falling apart as it does. So it'll clear between about 6 and 8, some showers and storms potentially. Won't be an all-type rainfall, and that line will then progress probably around 10 to maybe 11 as we get closer to La Crosse or I-90. Once again, if it stays together, they will see some showers and maybe a storm probably between about 10 to about midnight, maybe even 1. As we get past midnight, this kind of falls apart and it's fairly quiet for most of the area overall with just cloud cover. A few showers persist throughout the late night into early morning. This could impact the morning commute for maybe along I-90 and southward, but as we say, there's not too much of the activity going on. I think a lot of the activity will be further to southwest Wisconsin throughout the noon hour, a few showers here and there, but then we'll start seeing an uptick in activity as we go in the afternoon as the front begins to push east towards the afternoon. But once again, more concentrated I-90 southward as throughout the evening hour with a few showers to the north through the evening too as we go through Tuesday evening. So by the time we get to about 9 or 10 tomorrow evening, I think all the activity really should start tapering off. So you'll see some showers and storms over the next maybe 24 hours, but a lot of dry periods in between too. So that's the good news. Nothing severe also to be expected with this. As the system begins to finally push to the east, we're generally going to see great conditions going into the later half of Wednesday, and that will continue as high pressure settles in for Thursday and all the way to Friday. So clear skies, pleasant conditions, temperatures still running below average. Smoke, we're going to probably see that at least aloft, hazy skies as we go through tomorrow. Actually, you might see a little bit more enhancement, but we should start seeing maybe that improve. And as we look beyond to the weekend and beyond that, we're going to start seeing that heat dome begin to push east. So our temperatures should start coming back up as we go through the weekend and early next week. But not tomorrow. Showers and storms will keep those temperatures upper 80s, 80 in West Salem. As you go further south, probably the best chance of showers and thunderstorms will be in this kind of zone area as temperatures in the upper 70s, around 80. Less as you go further north. A lot of this will probably be in the early morning hours or afternoon. And then further north too to Ladysmith, 73 with a few showers and storms, but overall not too bad. And then as we go to Wednesday, clouds in the morning, but clearing. And look at that forecast all the way through Sunday. We climb back up to around where we should be, and the humidity starts to increase as we go through Sunday into early next week, and that's when we probably get into more standard July pattern. So overall hit and miss showers and storms the next 24 hours, but a lot of the period will be dry, and then great weather.
Yeah.
Can't beat that.
Later this week. Thank you, Greg.
Local agencies working to save an endangered species home in Pettibone Park.
What they're doing to save the little brown bat.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Hi, my name's Levi, and this is Maxwell White Water Conditioning Tip 79. Chlorine in city water can cause dry skin and bad taste or odor. If you notice these issues, call us today at 608-781-8088.
Our founders at Home Furniture celebrate 50 years in business. Register in-store at homefurniture.com and enter to win over $1 million in furniture and mattress giveaways. There'll be winners in every location. One lucky winner gets a $10,000 furniture grand prize during our 50th anniversary sale. Shop today and get up to 15% off sale prices, plus no interest for 5 years on qualifying brand name mattresses. Celebrate 50 years of the best selection and value in the Midwest. That's why there's no place like home.
Really ruined everything. I should have done something sooner.
Everybody hopes that this won't be a big problem. Unfortunately, basement water, it always gets worse. Don't worry, we got this.
Great. Well, let's stop it from getting in.
The effects of water can be surprising, but you can. Put water back in its place with a free inspection from Innovative Basement Authority. For a limited time, get $500 off any repairs when you call or go online today.
Maury's VW has all the latest Volkswagens with new product arriving daily, including the new 2024 Volkswagen SUV lineup, the large and very spacious Atlas and Atlas Crossport, the perfect size family-friendly Volkswagen Tiguan, and the practical, economical Volkswagen Taos. As always, you don't need to travel far to have your Volkswagen serviced. Come in for your test drive today at Maury's Volkswagen.
Hi, my name is Tom, and this is Maxwell White Water Conditioning tip number 281. PFAS and nitrates in your water can be serious. If you are worried about impurities like these, call us today at 608-781-8088.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page. Or find us at news8000.com. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
An endangered species home in Pettibone Park is in jeopardy, and local agencies are stepping up to help.
Yeah, rising Mississippi levels threaten the habitat of little brown bats living under the bridge at Pettibone. To give them a new place to live, the La Crosse Parks and Rec Department teaming up with the DNR to build specialized bat houses at the park.
And with the high waters that we've recently had, noticed that it was getting awfully close to where they are residing, approached us with the idea of locating bat houses within Pettibone Park to give them an alternate location when water does get a little bit high, so they have an easier time finding alternate housing.
Now, construction of the new bat house is expected to begin this fall when the river levels stabilize. Okay, I didn't even know we had bats near the Pettibone Park.
Yeah, I mean,
now we're gonna have little houses.
I know we had bats in my garage when I first moved in here, which wasn't that great, but...
Remember the great outdoors when that bat comes in? Is that you in the garage?
That would absolutely be me. I'd be decked out
The
tonight.
tennis rackets?
Do not come near me, don't touch me. Yeah, no, couldn't handle it.
They're cute little bat houses though. They look like bird houses.
They do, yeah. It is adorable over there.
Yeah, nice little aesthetic to Pettibone. Okay, Greg, we'll have one final look at your forecast when we come back.
Okay guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, it's a huge deal. You also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones! Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Do you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
Get 4 free phones of your choice with no trade-in needed, plus 4 lines for $90.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $3,500 purchase cash on select GMC Sierra models. Or get a total of $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
An evening with Larry the Cable Guy.
It's a cool anniversary for me tonight. This is my 27th year in the comedy business, and it's my 5th year being funny, so I'm excited about both of them, all right?
Saturday, July 27th, 7:30 p.m., Monroe County Fair. Tickets on sale now at MonroeCountyFairWI.com.
Get her done.
Where there's a flooded basement, musty crawl space, or wood rot, there's an answer. American Waterworks. For more than 30 years, American Waterworks has been solving homeowners' toughest waterproofing problems. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
Story of a kinesiotherapist who rehabbed his golf game.
I love golf. I have always played golf.
Until he started having some mulligan-level foot pain.
Well, the golf game starts down with the feet, and if you don't have good support, you probably won't have a good golf swing.
So he got fitted for Good Feet arch supports.
It made a world of difference.
Any advice for your fellow Lynxmen?
2 words, the Good Feet store. How many words is that?
Try them for yourself with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
This adorable shelter pet wants to meet you and your family today. The News 8 Now Pet of the Week is brought to you by Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics.
All right, we'll see some showers and thunderstorms, I think, later for La Crosse, probably after about 10, maybe 11 to about 1, and a little bit earlier for Eau Claire, probably about 8 to maybe about midnight. Won't be severe, won't last all that period, and then more showers maybe tomorrow morning with more going in the evening, and then the rest of the work week looks fantastic weatth.
Yeah, give me those mild temperatures on Thursday.
And the sun, I like it.
All right, something to look forward to for sure. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you at 6.